time to start packing. There's something about this bookshelf that really doesn't like me. If you watched me decorate for Christmas last year, and the whole, something always falls. Okay, let's try this again, this time without knocking the pencils over. The shelf's almost done. We're almost there. And as you can see, over here we have a whole lot more things packed. We worked on the office, and most of this stuff out of the office is boxed up. Now this is the part where I'm pretty much saying goodbye to this view. I did not have any other time to say goodbye to this view later on, because as we found out, we ended up, it's a long story to which I will tell you the whole version, perhaps maybe next Monday, but we only had 4 hours to get out of here on closing day, and we didn't even know that we were going to be able to close that day until 12:40 p.m. So literally we had like 4 hours to get out. It's a long story which I'll unravel later, but this was pretty much my goodbye to this view. I'm kind of glad I took this video when I did. This was like a week before we moved. Unfortunately, I never did see the mountains. It was never clear enough for the mountains to come out. But this is my last recording of this view. However, even though the mountains didn't come out to say goodbye, the red-tailed hawk came out to say goodbye. Literally, the last day we were there, my husband and I were walking the dogs, taking them out, and all of a sudden I heard this screeching sound, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that the hawk? And I looked up, and sure enough, the red-tailed hawk that I had seen so many times over the last few years took one more flight. I'm gonna cry. Birds are very important, precious to me, and I hadn't seen this red-tailed hawk in like 2 years. I thought he was gone, and maybe it's just another one, but it was just very special that the last day we were there walking our dogs, the red-tailed hawk came out, screeched his best, kind of like a goodbye, flew over us and circled over us, and then moved on. Last time that I will be feeding and putting up the goats for the evening. We have somebody coming tomorrow to pick up the goats and the sheep, and actually someone else is coming to pick up all of the chickens and the guineas tomorrow too. So this is my last walk to the barn with the animals here. Hi, Gia, my ever faithful, steady Kiwi. Hi, my poochers. Du bist okay, da sind Gia. Did I scare you? Huh? Did I scare you coming running up? Come on, goodies. Oh, my goodies. My goats. And my sheeps. Hi. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Hi. Let's go. Let's go get this. Come on. Let's go up for tonight. Come on. Let's go. It's real dark in here. All right, come on. Give you guys some hay. Amaret eating all the grain. Good night, goaties. Good night, my sheeps. Good night, Amaretti. Good night, Flea Boy. Good night, Wonka. You guys are so sweet. Love you guys. Remember that, okay? Even when you're in a different spot. Hopefully your new masters will take care of you. Even better than me. Hey, Poochie, what are you doing? You're so silly. You're being a goober like you're back to your old self. But I know you're not. Well, being silly. This was your last guard duty day, my pooch. You're free. You're retired. You're retired now. You don't want to be retired? Oh, wait, let's go put up the chickens. Guard cat on duty. Are you ready? I'm ready to go up for the night. You're done guarding for today and possibly forever. Unless we send you out here tomorrow morning before they're gone. Such a good muffin. Saying goodbye to the goats and the sheep. I'm trying not to cry, but it's not working. You're okay, Vui. I'll take my hat off. Come on, Vui. Come on. Come on, Vui. Come on, Vui. It's okay. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, you're going to like it. Trust me. We got a whole pile of pumpkins, too.
Come on, Vui.
Don't you like pumpkins? Squash?
Vui.
He's going to fight.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's okay, Vui.
It's okay,
It's
boy.
okay. Come on. Let's go.
Come on, boy.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go.
You're okay, Vui. You're going to have lots more friends.
We do have 30 acres.
Oh, that's cool.
So, we still can't keep up the whole thing, but summertime they got a much bigger area around our sheds and buildings. Let's get you up here.
Oh, Vui boy, I'm going to miss you. I'm gonna miss you. You okay? You're gonna have a fun new home with lots of new friends. Okay? And don't worry, Amaret's coming with you in a little bit. Him and Amaret are best buds.
Yeah.
The sheep. Wonka could take it or leave it, but he's best friends with the sheep. So. And they were brothers.
Oh.
Him and Wonka were brothers. So they had a third brother, but the breeder kept the other brother for $1. So you're okay, wee boy. Your cat just rides with you in the car like that?
Yeah.
How fun!
Too bad at all.
You're all right. You're okay, Wonka.
Believe me, you're gonna like where you're going.
You're gonna have lots of new friends. It's kind of funny that they put all three, both the goats and the sheep, in the back of this little car. I wasn't sure it was going to make it, but we did this during the wildfire evacuations 5 years ago. So I knew that it would work, and they were not driving far. It was like 10 minutes down the road. But it was all tarped over. They have like a wired gate in between the front seats and the back, so it works all the time. They used it, I guess, to transport their animals as well. So I did not get any recording of bringing Amaret out because I was crying too hard. She's definitely my favorite, and I'm going to miss these guys tremendously.
Walter.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think
Bye, Booty.
they gave us all the composting we need. That's their fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that wasn't easy. Hardest part of the day, I guarantee it. So we are now saying goodbye to the chickens. It's in the dark. You're not going to be able to see much because the best time to move chickens is at night when they are not as awake. It's just easier to transport them and transfer them into a cage or carrier. Now what you can't see is that my youngest son is in the coop catching the chickens and putting them into the cages and carriers that this gentleman and his daughter brought.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye, chickens. It was so foggy this night. Oh my goodness. Bye, chickens. Du bist okay, Khaleesi. Das ist ein gut machen.
Oh, that's another chapter, Mom.
End of a chapter, lifetime. We've had them since you were 10 and you're what, 24?
Yep. How the fuck are you open?
You're retired, my poochies. You no longer have to guard the animals. You're done.
Thank God.
Are you sad about it?
Oh.
Aw. Oh, Doobie's okay.
I think I'm gonna finish doing this.
This was our second truckload to the storage unit because we had to put at least half of our stuff into the storage unit before we could move because we knew that there was no way we were going to be able to get all of our stuff out the same day that we closed. Turns out it's a good thing we did this. I wish we had put more in storage, but we weren't even sure we were going to be able to close. Once again, I'll explain this on a different day. Ooh.
Just like that. It's fine. Well.
Try not to say anything. Try not to say anything. Here I'm saying I'm trying not to say anything. I'm trying not to say anything because what happened was I think they just broke my stand with the lights that I have for my seeds. I think that whole thing just busted. So I'm trying not to say anything. And this is me in the car because it's cold outside and I'm tired. Oh, so tired. This was me after digging plants out in the atmospheric river that the Pacific Northwest had for 3 days straight. It's kind of surreal. All these plants are gone. There's just a few left. We've left about 11 hydrangeas and the rosemary, and there's probably a few daffodils buried under there that we didn't see, and the Russian sage and the snowball bush right in the center there is about all that's left. I wish we could take all the hydrangeas, but there just simply isn't room for them where we are moving to. So we took as many as we could. I wish I could have recorded the process, but the weather here, I don't know if you know about the Pacific Northwest, but the weather this last couple weeks has been nonstop rain pretty much for the most part. We were out here in an atmospheric river digging out plants, and that was real fun. The only reason we're not flooded is because we're on a hill. A lot of the Pacific Northwest, a lot of it is flooded, and the other half is almost flooded. Fortunately, we've had a couple dry days, not sunny, but dry, where it hasn't rained in the last 48 hours. So I hope some of that flooding has been able to recede and go back down. But it's just a little bit surreal that there is, all of our plants are out of here, and we are going to be moving. It's been a long process, one of which I'll explain later, but for now, this is kind of the last look of this section in here. And as I hear a bird fluttering in the mock orange that doesn't have any leaves right now, it's probably a chickadee in there somewhere, but we've got things lined up ready to pack for the truck. A lot of the garden stuff we're taking kind of in piles. Some fencing that we're taking, T-posts. Still need to take this hose length off. But we've got plants. There's a hydrangea buried in that pot, barely fit in there. Some more plants that were in pots. I had to take these plants out of that container so that we could have the container for a hydrangea. And here's the rest of them over here. We're still trying to sell the tractor. Someone wanted it, they said, and then came back 5 days later. Sorry, can't get it. Anyway, so here's more of what we're taking, more of what we've potted up. The roses, the dwarf trees, the window boxes we've taken off, some hydrangeas, and we have more roses potted up. We just haven't moved them and lined them up over here. But they are all out of the ground and potted up. My once beautiful rose garden is just gone and kind of looks torn apart. We need to fix those blocks before we leave. But it's it's gone. It's really happening, guys. I've left 3 roses in here for them. I have left the Zephyrin Druin climber over the arbor, because that front arbor we're leaving. I left Marvelous, which is that one in the ground over there, and then I've also left Simplicity. It still has blooms on it. It's crazy, those pink blooms. A lot of my roses actually still have blooms on it, even though it's like the end of December. It's crazy. Anyway, those are the 3 roses that I've left. It's not that I don't like them or didn't want them. I felt like to leave them something, and we just don't have as much room at our new place. And that one is attached to the arbor. I really just didn't want to cut it back down. Oh, man. It's hard to believe. The exemptions in our realtor listing said we can take all the roses out of here, out of this front rose garden here, and anything left of the house, which is anything in the circle garden. So that's what we've done. So everything in this front yard I legally can't take, so it's all staying. Everything that's attached in the ground, that is. I'm taking my solar panels. But the penstemon, the fuchsia, this beautiful dogwood tree, the heuchera that looks buried and almost done is gone. I can't take the wild lilac and the other wild lilac, or the azalea, or the hydrangea tree. I'm gonna miss it. It's such a perfect hydrangea tree, straight up, and it's unfortunately it has to stay. Honestly, I think the roots are gonna be way too big to dig it up anyway. And the other thing I'm gonna be sad about is our rose tree, the Princess Anne rose standard, has stain, along with the Gara, some yarrow out front, all the bulbs in this section, daffodils, hyacinths, countless hours I spent planting those. Those are all staying. In the spring, all the bulbs will pop up, and I think their new owners are going to be surprised about that. Because I think I've planted altogether 500 bulbs in here with hyacinths and daffodils. It's at least 300. Anyway, yeah, this stuff is going to be gone. I'm saying goodbye to this. Can't take my hardy geranium or the heather. The hydrangea in here must stay. Evergreen huckleberry is going to stay. All the veronica is staying. The butterfly bush. This beautiful blue globe. Blue globe spruce. I want to take that so bad, but it's not in the exemptions on the listing, so it's staying. Coral berries got to stay. The berries are almost off of it. And I have obviously the inkberry back there is going to stay, and then this wigala is going to stay, and all of my not heuchera, not hostas, what are they called? The things that bloom in winter. My brain, I am so tired, I cannot even think straight. Hellebores. I knew it was an H. All of these hellebores are staying, and of course my beautiful pink camellia back there, I'll miss it. These are all staying. Here too, you can see the irises are in here. All these pots are going because they were in containers. Anything in a container I'm taking. But there's another, the asters are staying. There's another little butterfly bush here staying. I can't believe this verbena, superbena, that is supposed to be an annual, is obviously going like crazy. It's the second year. The creeping thyme's gonna stay here. Oh, I want to take some of that creeping thyme so bad. The petunia that we took out of the container yesterday still has blooms, and it's December and it's not even in its pot and it's still going. Anyway, the hydrangea's staying too as well. So goodbye to all of this stuff. I was extremely exhausted here, and I did take a chance the week before we moved to say my goodbyes to all the plants and trees that were staying. No, I didn't record any of it, but here's one more last look of this view. And just like that, before you know it, we're in our new home. Not completely settled yet. This was me frazzled on Christmas Eve. And nothing says welcome home like the water heater breaking within 36 hours of you moving to your new place on Christmas night. And to top it off, we got sick on the 26th and had to miss my family's Christmas day. But nevertheless, I did manage to get the tree up, and this is as good as it gets for the Christmas decorations this year. Enjoy this little sneak peek of our living room, and I'll show you more in the coming weeks. Thank you for watching, and until next time, feed the pollinators for me.